Well, I think a lot of it is skepticism around, what the positive effect will be of negative interest rates. I think you can certainly see that actually it distorts bank lending into the economy. I think it makes the spread lending model very, very challenging indeed. It's also a form of financial repression, and it hits savers, which I think is politically unappetizing too. The only thing I would say, though, is if you look at the evidence in Germany, certainly over the last few years, that actually equity ownership has been rising in Germany, and a lot of this has been attributed to negative interest rates. So it does, in a way, force investors to make an asset allocation decision away from cash and apparent safety into more high-risk equities. Which in a way is, I suppose, a good thing because it directs investment into businesses in the economy. But I think it's also controversial politically because basically it's really directing people with wealth into the equity market, and it's actually hammering people with low amounts of savings who may not feel comfortable in investing in higher risk equities.
Julian, are you saying then if we saw negative rates here in the UK that you would see appetite for the FTSE 100, say, from investors instead?
Yeah, I think it would. It would take time, but I think if you combine negative rates with inflation, you're basically being punished for holding cash, and so that will effectively be redirected into other areas. And I think the FTSE 100 and, well, global stocks in particular would be a beneficiary of this. I mean, it's been amazing in Germany to see this effect over the last 5 years, because particularly in Germany, equity investing has traditionally been seen as gambling. There's been a very derogatory sort of viewpoint on equities, but it's actually even the Germans shock horror. The equity share ownership in Germany is actually starting to rise, and that's down to negative interest rates. Now, whether more equity ownership actually feeds through to the real economy is obviously highly controversial. This sense of trickle down, does it actually work like that? Does it work directly? I mean, that's a whole other subject. I would suggest that it's quite controversial at best.